Hello everyone, as promised I am back with this video, and in this video I'm just going to give you some list of connectors and conjunctions that can be used to make complex sentences. I request you, if you haven't watched my previous video, then please stop this video and first watch the previous one and then come back again to watch this, because if you don't understand that what complex sentences are and how to make them, you won't be getting enough inputs in this video. So I request you to watch that video, the video with the heading complex sentences or how to make complex sentences, and then come back and watch this video. So now this video is about the list of connectors or conjunctions that can be used in our speaking and writing module of IELTS. So it can be clearly seen on the screen that the first one is although. Although he is very famous, he is still nice. Now in this you can clearly see that although comes at first. That means the dependent clause is coming first and then the independent clause. The next one is I like tea and coffee. So I like tea is an independent clause and coffee is a dependent clause. So and is used to join these two sentences. The next one is as. So as I came, she was leaving. The next one says as you could not see the film, we'll tell you something about it. So why we used comma here? The reason we used comma, because this is an independent clause and this is a dependent clause. So when you use a dependent clause before an independent clause, you always use a comma to separate two sentences. So in this case, our connector is as. The next one says she goes to the tennis club because she likes to play tennis. Now she goes to the tennis club is an independent clause. She likes to play tennis again is an independent clause. So when you join two independent clauses by using a connector in the middle, you don't need to put a comma. The next one is but, and again you have two independent clauses. That's why we haven't used any comma. We simply use but in the center, and but is a connector in this sentence. He reads magazines, but he doesn't like to read books. So the next one, either. It says, I'm sorry, Peter is ill and I can't come either. The next one says we can either go to the cinema or to the cafe. The next one is even. She likes swimming even in winters. So she likes swimming is an independent clause. Even in winter is a dependent clause. So we have used a comma to separate these two sentences. The next one is even if. Don't drink any alcohol even if you drive carefully. So we haven't used any comma because these two are independent clause. And we have used even if as a connector to separate these two sentences. The next one is even though. This book is very popular even though I don't like it. Now you can see a semicolon. The reason we have used a semicolon for separating these two sentences is because these two sentences are very different from each other. The first one says this book is very popular. The second one says I don't like it. So we have to emphasize on our second sentence, and to emphasize we can use a semicolon and of course the connector in the middle. The next one says how. Do you know how to ride a snowboard? Interrogative sentence. Next one, however. However, we have lost the match. The next one says they worked hard for the test. However, they failed. So this was a dependent clause. So in that case, we used a comma. The next one is if. If they were older, comma, they could go to the party. So if they were older, they could go to the party. Now this is a dependent clause. This is an incomplete sentence. So when you use an incomplete sentence before a complete sentence, you always separate those sentences by using a comma. Okay, so we'll quickly move on to the next one. in case. Take your mobile with you in case you miss the bus. Next one is in spite of. He looks very fit in spite of his age. I will request you again, you can while watching the video just take a screenshot of the screen so that you can see the sentences which are formed by connectors, and you can use these sentences to formulate yours. You can learn these sentences by looking at these examples. The next one is in spite of. He looks very fit in spite of his age. You can also use in spite of, or you can also use despite his age. The next one is neither. They did not go to the party and neither did I. Next one says neither drinks nor food are allowed in this room. Next one is or. Do you like tea or coffee? Question mark, interrogative sentence. The next one says otherwise. You can use otherwise, you can also use or else. They both are same. Look at the map, please. Otherwise, you'll get lost. You can also write it like this. Look at the map, please, or else you'll get lost. The next one is since. So since he's lost his money, he could not go to the restaurant. Now since and because can be used in the same way, because since and because are somewhat same when it comes to using it as a connector. When you use since as a preposition, then definitely the meaning is different. But when you use since as a connector, so it is similar to because. The next one is unless. Her baby cannot fall asleep unless she stays in the room. So her baby cannot fall asleep is an independent clause. Unless she stays in the room is also an independent clause. So no need of comma. You can simply use a connector to join the sentences. The next one is I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. The next one is when you are in London, write an email to me. Simple. The next one, the last one is whether. I'm going home whether you like it or not. So again, no comma. So if you haven't watched the previous video, I suggest you watch the previous video first and then see this video. You will form connections and you will come to know that how you can make complex sentences and what connectors and conjunctions can you use in your IELTS writing and speaking modules. I request you to subscribe to our channel, and you can comment on the videos if you do not understand anything or you want any other video to be made. Please write in the comment section. I'll try my best to make that video and present in front of you.